Fasalt, isn't this a damn curiosity? This is the second time I've been sent to find a Varl who's heading my direction with humans in tow. What are the dredge doing up here? Gods, does anyone know what's going on around here? They leveled Grofheim to the ground. We've been losing ground for days. Jorun's in Enentarf now. They sent me to gather Krumir and the rest from Wormtoe when we ran across this bunch of slag, and there's a lot more where they came from. Is this all the Varl you've got, Krumir? What have you been doing, eating each other? Many went to Blotzbalk. Are you telling me Grofheim is completely gone? And Vognir's dead. Slag on our heels. The Varl you sent off north are probably dead. The world's ending. Come on, this is old news. We're gathering in Aneftof. That's where we need to go right now. Wait. Fasalt takes a long moment to look out over the caravan of men, women, and children behind you. Not them. What do you mean, not them? Unless you're a king or a mender, humans don't step foot in Einartoft. Now isn't the time for this discussion. Damn it, Fasalt, who cares about that? What in the depths happened at Grofheim? Before Fasalt can reply, a low grumble grabs your attention, growing louder by the moment. Even though it's beyond sight, all eyes turn in Grofheim's direction as the rumbling becomes deafening, transforming quickly into... Oh, I know what that is. Into crackling and splintering. It's coming closer. Go! Shouts Basalt, taking off towards Irontoft. Don't stop until you reach Hotterborg. Okay. Oh! That's kind of the world splitting there. Oh my goodness! That's a very large serpent. Wow. Okay. Okay. That looks like a godstone there. After 3 terrifying days of tremors, they reach the godstone of Hotterborg, which is teeming with Varl who want to know what is happening. Shh. Others busily mend makeshift defenses set up around the godstone of Hotterborg, creator of the Varl. Hold up, pants Vasalt between long gasps of air. We're going to have a talk. You're still standing. Well, most of you. Rest up, then move on. A mountain just sank into the earth, and something is out there. You're just going to send us away? I don't know who you are, but you're not going to Einartoft. There's a couple hundred Varl here who will back that up. Where are we supposed to go? Back the way we came? We're stuck between 2 mountain ranges. In one direction, a few thousand Varl. In the other, an army of dredge and whatever caused that quake. Einartoft is a Varl city. This shouldn't be news to a Varl. Give it a rest, Fasalt. Don't you recognize who you're talking to? Surprise suddenly flashes across Fasalt's face. The other Varl are starting to come closer now. You hear Yogvar being whispered between them. I think this might be the one person you want to let into Einartoft. The humans come with me. All of them. Fasalt glances between Ivor and Krumir before stalking away, pushing past the mob of curious onlookers. Ivor, Who are you? Some other time, Rook. Yeah, not answering our questions. You spend the rest of the day recovering. Varl come and go in packs, and most of the chatter is about the quake that just sank mountains into the earth, or the dredge that are still on their way. You hear rumors that a massive chasm opened where the earth split. See what other news you can pick up. You get a lot of unfriendly looks from the Varl. They're not the sort to warm up to humans, having spent most of their lives in the north. All you learn is that they're very distressed about losing Grofheim, their capital. Irontoft comes off as a last-ditch effort. Suddenly, there's a lot of activity. Word comes from below to retreat to the next village over, and soon you see why. A black shadow is sweeping down the valley from the direction of Grofheim, where the quake, or whatever caused it, has obliterated the mountainside. On closer inspection, it's a veritable ocean of dredge, more than you imagined possible. In their midst is a towering giant of a dredge, blood red from head to toe. You gather your things in short order and join a good many Varl, leaving the Godstone behind. I think this game's plenty loud. I don't know. You guys tell me if it needs to be louder. I toned down the mixer on the Streamlabs. It's loud in my ears, but the caravan consists of more clansmen than you ever expected. Yeah, that's true. Accusations of stolen chickens, missing heirlooms, and concerns over daughters' virtues are the sorts of things you hear relentlessly. Even fighters complain of spreading too thin to protect everyone. Man, this is the kind of thing we have time for when we get somewhere. You know? I don't know that we have the time for all this right now. But I think forming a council is probably a good idea. I mean, this is the remnants of a city, plus some other people. We're going to have to figure out how to do things in a civilized way again. You select a few older members to solve everyday issues, but infighting neuters their progress. Oh, jeez. Other members feel they could do a better job. Ultimately, while it buys some time, the council dissolves, tired of the thankless and demanding work. Just tell people they don't get to come with us if they don't cool their jets. Alright, before we look at this, I'm going to talk about the thing. Optimus has already heard this. I don't know who else is here. But... oh, that's not the right one. And I didn't get to change this. So... oh, that's right. And I found out where I put it. Here I go. Put it here by mistake. So, starting next Monday, Ribbit Froggy, or Mrs. Indy, my wife is going to start streaming. She's just right there checking her shards. 9 a.m. to 12 noon Eastern time zone. She starts on Monday. It's Ribbit Froggy. Check her out. She's going to be starting off with Myst. She's going to play a lot of older games. She's not originally a gamer. I brought that into her world. So she's going to be trying to catch up on some old things that she would enjoy. And I thought that Myst would be a great place for her to start. So catch that Monday, 9 a.m. Eastern. So that's 8 a.m. Central. Obviously, it's going to be a daytime stream, not a nighttime stream. It's going to be fun. Yay! Woot woot! You like that? That's what I threw together real quick. Ivor tells you we can't stay here long. It will take 3 days, 3 straight days to cross Burra Pass. So stock up. There's no stopping once we leave. He takes off to speak with the other Varl about setting up defenses. Dad, says Alette, appearing at your side, I liked old Ivor. Somewhere in the back of your mind, you feel the same way. You're focused on preparations instead, realizing that you may be one of the first humans about to set foot in Einertoft. So, let's check out the map. So that was Grofheim. We hit Wormtoe, we made it to here. Oh, and Einertoft, right here. We're not going far. It's 3 straight days, so we actually have plenty supplies to make it with 7, except that I have heroes that I need to be healing. Because everybody got their butts whooped. Olaf, still level 1. Wait, no. No, she leveled. Yay, promote her. She's finally level 2 for crying out loud. And her 2 stats will be... She needs to be able to do more with her willpower and break more armor. Why? Because they get their first shots off, so I really need them to break more armor more consistently. And this is the thing that adds 1 break. Egil is day 1, or is level 1. He can now be promoted. He'll now be level 2. I needed these guys to level up because they were bad. Yeah, he hasn't been able to do... Honestly, he hasn't been able to do much of anything either. Right? Because he's got the stone wall. Yeah. I'm putting both those points into the shield breaking. Because he needs to be able to break things. Otherwise, he just kind of sits around in stone walls or... Do we have a level 2 thing? That is a really nice level 1 thing. So Onif is injured 2 days, Rook 1, and Krumir 3. So we need 3 days of rest to heal everybody up. That's going to eat through supplies. Alright, now we're down to 4 days of food. I always want to have more because there's always a chance that we're going to have something happen to our stuff. So I'm going to go up to 5 days. That should be 2 extra days. Yep. That's all the renown I'm going to spend them. And we've got no talking to do in this town, so I guess it's leaving time. One animal cookie. Cracker.
We approach a city that only Varl have seen and cross a bridge that only Varl could build. Let us hope that we are the only unwelcome visitors to pass.
That must obviously be Rook's voice. I wonder if this now means that both of the 2 groups are going to meet together finally. Optimus, tell me if you're present right now. Khmer, all these warriors, another great war is upon us. It is the third time I have seen such a thing. There are far fewer of us now than there once was. Wow, he's seen both the great wars. Khmer heads up the stairs to the great hall and returns shortly after speaking to some Varl. What did they tell you? By all accounts, the Dredge are coming here. Looks like they plan to end the Varl for good this time. This place will become a killing field soon. They say the Prince of Men is here. They've got a mender too. Prince Ludin is here? From Arborang? In any case, we'll be given no audience today. You remember the last time you were here, Yingvar, I don't know. It's Ivor. Yeah, I remember it. What now? We find somewhere to rest. I'd recommend keeping your people out of trouble while you're here, Rook. In fact, keep them invisible. Jorundir won't be happy you're here. You're shown to quarters, but could wander the city while you wait for an audience. You feel like you could sleep for a week straight. So right now it's still this group. Okay. Yeah, look at the map. The map area, this whole thing is glowing. Is that... Oh, is it all just the places that are glowing? The places I can click? Huh. Click the market. I've got 1 day's worth of food left. There's an obsidian ring, which is +2 strength. And Tinselberry, +2 will on rest. No. I'm just gonna buy up what small amount of supplies I can get right now. I'm gonna check out the map, just because it was glowing, not really to do anything. Einartoft says the home of the first Varl king, Einar, who carved his empire into the crook of the Bradabrek and Wormscale mountains. The Varl fortress, hewn into the rock itself, eclipses all but the greater accomplishments in the north. And the Burra Pass, which we just came through, at Einartoft, the first Varl king found himself unable to push further into the north, cut off by a vast gorge at the crook of the Wormscale mountains. He had built a bridge of such massive construction that it takes nearly 3 days to cross it on foot. As the legend goes, the Varl only managed to build it by filling the gorge with the bodies of dredge and working atop them. That's interesting. Alright, so that's the Bradabrek Peaks. This would probably be the Wormscale Mountains. Yep. The land's longest range of mountains, it was observed, resembled something like the spine of an impossibly large worm. Each of its numerous peaks just one of the many invisible scales. This idea, of course, didn't come about until the first maps were drawn. Before that, it was simply called the Far Mountain. Alright. I'm guessing that when Total Biscuit said that this game ends abruptly, he wasn't actually saying that it's surprisingly short. He probably just means that you feel like the story's not finished, and then, boom, it's done. Alright, rest. As you settle in, you receive word to come to the Great Hall the next morning. Ivor suggests not speaking unless addressed, and even then, keep it short. In your dreams that night, you see Varl kings fighting with dredge lords. An ominous feeling lingers as you prepare to enter the Great Hall. And Great Hall. Let's see. It's almost a cutscene. Young Var, among us again? Is this what the end of the world looks like? Jorundur steps down from his throne to get a closer look. In the light you spy deep wounds on the Varl King. It was my last option. You look like death, Jorundur. The Sunder came through the Grofheim, all of them, or we would still be there. A few thousand Varl remain. Bellower has been following us since Grofheim. That is what he does. What will you do? Remain. There is no better place for us than here. We make our stand in Einartoft. But even if Einartoft falls, the Varl won't be wiped out. Hakan is taking our best warriors to Arsburang, as we were discussing. I'm not going, Jorundur. We're needed here. This is not a debate. A messenger burst through the doors, cutting the tension. Wow, they had a sound effect there. He says a stone singer has been cutting a path across the bridge. Gods, can we not have a moment's respite? They should not be here already. A stone singer is with them? Let me bring down the bridge as I said. It will buy us. I said the bridge stands, Mender. I say it again to you, and the Prince of Men, and the whole Mender Council, were they here. I will not say it again. Hakan, you go to Arborang. Ivan, do not even touch that bridge. Am I understood? You are. Then I'll confront the singer myself. Nobody tries to stop Ivan, but many follow as he leaves a great hall. Alright, what's a stone singer? I don't know. The Mender walks past great companies of Varl on the way to the bridge. A thin, tall creature stands there, two black spears over its shoulders, ringed by dredge. The Varl have backed away in fear. Ivander stops before the stilt-legged figure. Suddenly, Ivar is beside you. What is that thing? A stone singer, mutters Ivar, as close as the dredge come to menders of their own. I've only seen one before. It didn't go well. We should do something. You expect Ivar to refute, but instead he locks eyes with you. Listen to me, Rook, he says. You will probably die here, and so will everyone else who steps on that bridge. Look at your daughter. Are you prepared for that? Gosh. You're not doing this alone. I won't stop you, says Ivar. Fight like it's your last. You're not sure what to expect, but you draw your axe and soon find yourself standing beside Ivan on the bridge, wondering if you made the right decision. I don't know if I made the right decision. I have no idea. Well, I have a whole fight. I get a whole bunch of people here. Alright. Ivander is a rank 5 Mender who looks like he could be promoted. Arc Lightning. Ivander pulls fire from the sky onto any enemy within range of 6. The lightning strikes each unit diagonal to the target until it runs out of units to hit. By the time the lightning arcs to a new target, it does 1 additional strength damage. Be careful not to toast your friends. Okay, that's huge. Passive ability? Mend. Oh no. I'm sorry, I kind of saw the color there, but I didn't make note of it. It's an active ability. Menders are able to quickly mend on the field of battle, restoring the armor of any allies within 6 units. The amount of armor restored is half the Mender's current willpower rounded up. And both of these are rank 3. So this is going to start with 4 damage and go up. This is going to be 2 damage, or 2 armor plus half the current willpower rounded up. Okay, and his total willpower is 8. Oh! I get to spend around his points. Okay. So, who's going? Krumir is the war leader who did the whole forge ahead thing. That's possibly not a really bad idea. Odalif is back. She's higher ranked than the other one. 9-8. 8-7. Yeah. And Basalt is the provoker. Onif is the backstabber. He'd kind of be nice to have out there. But his stats are also so low that, you know, but I bet you the other thing's going to be... Alright, does everybody in this lineup have an item? You don't? Alright, so he needs an item. What's this +2 armor on rest? Didn't I have something like plus will on rest or something? Or we're just gonna... He's gonna get a Let's Bracelet, as weird as that is. Alrighty. Alrighty, folks. That is the Stone Singer. Disease Strike. Enemies are diseased on contact, losing 1 strength per turn. That's a passive. Rupture. Wounded allies explode, doing strength damage to adjacent enemies. Or Umbrage. The Stone Singer lowers allies' armors but sharply raises strength. And he's already got mostly low armor, oh yeah, mostly low armor, high offense guys. Alright. He probably needs to be in a corner, actually, so that... And the Provoker will be next to him. This is Ivor. Now let's take a look at my arrangement and my turn order to make sure this is right. I shouldn't have had the mage up front. That was dumb. I should have gone ahead and moved him to the back. So it's actually going to go him, then him, then her, finally him. It's the best I can get since I'd already put that guy in the back. I do not want him standing out in the middle of nowhere. He's going back? So he's casting something. That's wonderful. We had good morale, so we started with an extra willpower. That's 2 extra movement places. Not fond of this. I want to be reducing armor. And we're going to do as much as we can right off the bat. Especially the one who's adjacent to another one. Haha! The dodge! Yep, we're spending the extra point to go up there. Do I just bring him down to 7? And save the willpower for the provokes? I think I will. Alright, now let's get rid of some... Let's get rid of some armor. Actually, let's get rid of this guy's armor. Oh, you can't, can you? Nope. Alright, well, get rid of this guy's armor. Alright, you're gonna go up here. And you're going to do run through on this guy right here. Go for it. Yeah! Weaker already. He's going to come up to here. Ability, Arc Lightning. This one right here should only hit those 2, I think. Whoa! Okay, it doesn't go to my target. That was not cool, guys. Not cool. And battering ram. Knockback up to 4 tiles for +3 break and +1 per unit they pass through. Let's check orders as well. That's that guy next to the mage. And that's this one. Let's go ahead and bring this guy down in strength. Oh wow, you can hit that guy for that much? Who's next? That guy. Then that guy. Then this guy, but this guy's in between. And he's got 10. Okay, alright. So we're gonna finish him off. He comes to take his place. Ouch! Add 1 point of damage. Willpower. Boom! She's gonna take out his willpower, or his armor, I mean. Ouch! Ouch! He is almost dead. And he's gonna keep losing strength. Man, he's in here to do the run through on this guy. That's the whole reason I brought him. Ah, it's still deflected. Of course, because he's got pathetic strength right now. What's gonna happen here? Yep, it only went through the diagonal ones. Awesome. Oops. Alright. That guy still has a lot of strength on him. So let's beat the snot out of him. Mark prey right here. Take off some armor, and other people kill him. Awesome. Alright, let's make sure that this big one attacks this guy with the huge armor. Yeah, I know. His armor got really messed up. Finish him off. Oh, he's at 1 hit point. Still deflected, but he's taking off his armor at least. Yep. Oh! Took off his armor. Alright, we're going to mend this guy. He's got full armor now. Oops! That's not good. He's got 1 point left. Alright, what's this guy need? Wait. He's lacking a will. Give him 1 more will so he can put a willpower on this attack. Ouch! Oh, dodge! Whoa! Alright, he needs to go here, which is 2 moves. So, we're going to use a willpower. Come up here. Come up here. And malice this guy. The backstabber's finally down. But that guy hasn't done almost any of his important things. Oh, he went for the mage. And the mage is down. Alright, he's got 5 armor left. Down in armor. Oh, what? His daughter didn't take the shot. Oh. Alright, I need that willpower to do the mark so that actually his daughter can kill it. And then she kills that. Dropped 2 guys. Rook's ready for promotion. Alet's ready for promotion. Consequences. Onef has been injured. And Fasalt has been injured. Ugh. And Ivand. Not fond of that, I'll tell you that. 8 little renown. The stone singer falls hard. A howl like a hurricane sweeps through the bridge. The dredge part like a black sea. From their depths steps a crimson behemoth, and a wave of sheer terror hits you like you've never felt before. Bellower. Get the mender out of here, Ivor hisses, and run. Your legs move, almost with a will of their own, though you can't pull yourself away from watching what happens next. Ivor versus a 20 versus 20. Or 20-20, huh? With some abilities, I'm sure. Indomitable. The Sunder seems practically unkillable. Quake in despair. Stuns one target and pushes all other enemies back. Oh my gosh, yeah, he's gonna die. God, what was I thinking? I don't know, dude. What were you thinking? I think you should back up a space. I apparently didn't count my spaces well. That's not going to be any good, and it's going to give him 1 break. I don't know if this is going to, like, carry over to the next fight or not. Yep, down he goes. No surprise. Yeah, no renown. His arm torn clean off by the Bellower's onslaught. The Sunder raises his weapon for the killing blow. "Sunder, face me!" screams an uncertain Ivan, stepping back onto the bridge, raising his staff high. Even from here, you can see his arm trembling. You feel practically frozen in place watching. Yeesh. Cutscene. Hello. Ivan recoils in terror from the massive serpent that has appeared in the distance, and even Bellower backs away. It leans in close to inspect the two armies, flicks its great tongue, and then indifferently lurches over the mountainside and out of sight. The Dredge are a knot of confusion. Some cower, others crouch in what looks like worship. Hakan shouts orders above the din. Varl rushed forward, bowling over surprised Dredge, gaining ground. Bellower has receded back into the horde. Jorundur watches from atop the stairs. "Hurry," says Ivan, suddenly pulling at your arm, snapping you out of the moment. You rush to Ivor, laying on the ground amidst the fighting, still breathing despite a missing arm, and drag him back into the city. Ugh. That's rough. Alette, can you save? Yes, probably. Give me silence. Nearly 3 hours pass silently as Ivan plies his trade. Flesh slowly forms and closes over Ivor's torn frame. That is as much as I can do. He should make it. Thank you. The mender looks exhausted, leaning heavily against the bed. When was the last time you slept? A couple days ago. I'm okay, just need to sit. Before you can catch him, the mender crumbles to the floor. Weary the Weight of the Sun, Chapter 5. I never read the Chapter 4 title because I was in the middle of doing something else. I can't remember what it was. Hello. Your sight swims as if underwater. Memories fly away like startled ravens before you can capture them. With great effort, you remember who you are, Juno. You also realize that a monumental serpent is speaking to you now. Your last certainty was that you died some time ago, and that is about to happen again. Frustrating. You are slow to understand the serpent. It speaks in a language that recalls very ancient memories of words you learned long ago. If you are not going to die, I suppose we must speak instead. Who are you? My name is Juno. You are a Juno? It means nothing to me. Maybe I have asked the wrong question. What are you? What is your purpose? I am a mender. Mender! Ah, Falca. Now the picture is forming. Do you not know me, Falca? Though your memory is still fuzzy, you're certain you know nothing about an enormous serpent. What do your prophecies say? The gods gave you prophecy, fate, destiny. Is there no child coming to slay me with the magic sword? Are there no stars in the sky foretelling this disaster? Do you truly not know? I have no idea what you're talking about. Must the prophecy speak of itself, then? So be it. Listen carefully now, for I will give you a prophecy. I am the end. Do you understand? This world and this tapestry I would devour. It is my purpose. But I cannot. Instead, now comes a wall of night to consume your pitiful world. Wall of night? The dredge? Dredge? Stone men marching across a long bridge? No. It is darkness. The egg white that has been turned black. I am meant to devour the tapestry itself, not idly witness the dusk smother this rock. I am incomplete, a worm crawling through a dung field. Because of you! Who are you to take my destiny? What are you? Return what is mine. Okay, that's interesting. Ivan. Juno? You're alive. You're alive. How? Where are you? Wait, where am I? Asleep, I presume, or unconscious. I am in Ridgehorn, I think. A serpent was trying to kill me. Now I'm talking to you. Time is moving strangely. I've lost swaths of memories. But I found you, for a short time at least. The serpent said something about a long bridge. So I took a guess. It came after you? We saw it at Einertoft. Are you okay? It tried to turn me to ash after we spoke. I'd be surprised if that's the last we've seen of it. It could tear the land apart or crush cities if it wanted. What do we do? It gets worse. A prophecy of the gods that I've never heard of. There are still prophecies out there? It was vague. Sounded like that serpent was supposed to swallow the world. Instead, some kind of darkness or nothingness is seeping from the north. It devours whatever it touches. That would explain why the dredge are swarming on us like someone kicked an anthill. Ivan, are you in danger? You could say so. Bellower is here. The Varl are holding him off, but not for much longer, I think. Of all the Sunder, why the immortal one? Bellower, that is the worst of luck. I would have you come to me, but we will have to do this the hard way. Listen closely. I will return to Strand and find passage down the Red River. You must leave Einertoft and meet me in Sogerholm. Juno will never make it to Sogerholm. Bellower is about to overtake us. The Var won't listen to a thing. Find a way. Do whatever it takes. I will not be able to contact you again before Sogerholm. Go. And Ivan, yes? I love you. Ooh. You've spent a lot of time next to him since he passed out. Just keeping an eye on him. It's not like that, Dad. He saved Ivor. He might save the rest of us. Can he hear us? He just moved. How long was I? You were out for a couple of days. How do you feel? Juno, she's alive. I need to meet her in Sogerholm. Hold on, slow down. Who's Juno? She's my mentor. On the Mender Council, she contacted me. Contacted you how? She's not like most Menders. What happened here since I passed out? Navarro holding the dredge back, just barely. Bellower has disappeared. Ivor is still out of it. Droundr sent Hakan, Ludin, and a couple hundred Varl away to Arborang. I don't know how long we'll be able to hold out here. Rook, I need your help. Take me to Sogerholm. Juno is going to meet us there. Sogerholm? That's got to be a week away, at least. And just abandon Einertoft? Maybe, or... No, I could destroy that godforsaken bridge myself. That would delay the imminent threat, but Droundr will never agree to it. I need to understand a few things, Ivan. I don't think there's any surprise of why the Varl King won't destroy the bridge. I'm assuming it's the only way in. or out. That's not surprising. How would you collapse that bridge by yourself? By magic, obviously. So, actually, I think number 4 is the question I want. What is going on around here? That serpent, Bellower. Look, I know things are... It's a long story. How well do you know history? We're from a very small town in the woods. I'll keep it short. You know how men and Varl were made? The Loom Mother, the other gods? In the First Great War, the armies of men and Varl hated each other. They fought bitterly for land and dominance. Then one of the gods created the Dredge, and they were such a threat that unless men and Varl set aside their differences, they threatened to wipe out both races. So they did. They ended the war and pushed the Dredge into the north and formed an alliance that has held ever since. The Second Great War began generations later. The Dredge rallied their forces, defeated the Varl who watched the borders, and laid waste to unsuspecting settlements throughout the world. They were led by Sunder, powerful Dredge warlords and weavers, like Bellower. He was there in the Second Great War. Humanity was on the brink of extinction when the inner circle of Menders went forth, and finally sent the Sunder and the Dredge deep underground. For the most part, the Dredge haven't tried to return since. Well, until now. Those Menders were called Valka. Juno wasn't there herself, but she's from their bloodline. So another great war has begun. If I didn't think the world was ending, it would be incredible. Ancient history is playing out before us. What about the serpent? That's another story. There's nothing in the Menders' libraries about that thing. It must have something to do with the Dredge returning. That seems likely. What do we do about Bellower? I can't stop him, but I believe Juno can. That's why we need to go. We could just leave. And let the Varl die to give us a head start? Woo-wee! Oh, I just realized I wasn't on the live tab. I was still on the edit tab. Not that it was a whole lot different, honestly. Thank you for the biddies! Making progress on Sir Scribblesbot. It's not my first choice. I've done everything I can on my own. Do I have to ask all these questions? I can't completely understand it myself. The last time I mentioned it, he made his mind very clear. He'll let the city and the rest of the world fall before that damned bridge. Alright. Not by myself. I could blast it apart, but this bridge wasn't made to fall. It'll take time and concentration. That's why I need your help. And the Varl will try to stop me. It could mean holding off both the Dredge and the Varl. I need time to think about this. I understand. Be quick, Rook. There has to be some way to... I can't believe the Varl would be so stubborn. Speak to Jornder yourself. He's in the Great Hall. Maybe you'll have more luck. Or maybe he'll put your head on a spike. Rook, I hate to put all this on your shoulders, but I've got few friends here. Come to a decision quickly. Either way, we can't stay. We have to make it to Sigurholm. Juno will know what to do. Do you know what to do? She does. Wow. Onif is out 2 days. Ivan is out 2 days. Fasalt is out 2 days. I've only got 8 renown, so I can't level anyone who's leveled. I think maybe I could just leave and not destroy the Great Bridge. I don't know what's going to happen if I just run out of supplies. Alright, well, I'm going to end the stream there tonight because I have no idea how to go forward or how to go forward in a way that the game's going to be able to continue. I'm honestly not sure.